kick it, Jackie Chan.
Oh, Jamar Chase with the dive. Because Garrett Wilson's wide open. Garrett Wilson, touchdown Barrett.
The yo bitch wanna kick it, Jackie Chan.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video here on the Water Juice channel, and welcome back to episode number 2 of the 2007 New Orleans Saints Fantasy Draft Rebuild here on Madden 24. That is right, we return. And last episode we had episode number 1 where we did the draft. I feel like the draft went pretty well. We got some good pieces. We missed out on some good pieces. That's going to happen when you do a fantasy draft. But I feel like in the end we came away with a pretty solid team. I don't know how we're going to play in the actual, like when we simulate a few games and stuff, because we don't have a good quarterback, and that usually hinders you in the game of Madden. It usually doesn't let you perform very well if you don't have a good quarterback. So we're going to see how that goes. I might make some trades today. I don't know. If you guys going to enjoy, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club, and let's get started. Alright, we're here week number 1, and this episode is going to be the entirety of the regular season. And then the next episode, it's going to basically follow the same kind of format as the Viking series has started to follow, where we will jump in, play a few play the moments of a few games, simulate the whole season, see how we do, and then the next episode after this will be the fantasy draft, the off-season entirely of that, and then also the next full season. So it'll be like that kind of a structure. So just so you guys know. But let's take a look at the team first here in year number 1. This is 2007, 2008. We have some, like I said, we have some good players. Like we have rookie Adrian Peterson, which was one of my favorite picks that we made. We have Marshall Yanda. We have Greg Olsen. We have some young talent. We have Nick Mangold and Jari Evans. I mean, our 3 interior offensive linemen here are chef's kiss. Perfect, almost. We don't have to worry about the interior offensive line. Quarterback we need to worry about. Wide receiver we need to worry about, because we have Santonio Holmes, but everybody else is just kind of not garbage, but because I love all these players that we have, but they're just not high enough overall to get the job done, I don't think. So that's going to be something that we struggle with, I think. And then on defense, we've got Patrick Willis, who was another one of my favorite picks. We got the strong safety and free safety spot, or I got that backwards. We got the free safety and strong safety spot figured out with Polamalu and Sean Taylor, both super young and X Factor. Defensive line is going to need some work, obviously. All we have is Mario Williams. The corners are going to need some absolute work. We have Ty Law, we have Cortland Finnegan, Brandon Browner, and Brent Grimes. Those are all fine players, but they're not high enough overalls. It's going to be a problem. And if you're wondering why some of these players have different portraits, it's because we are not using the 2007-2008 mod. That mod has been discontinued for right now. It's not going to be updated and all that kind of stuff. So we're just using the 2007 roster that came with it. So that's why it kind of gets glitched out and gives Tevin Jenkins' face to Cortland Finnegan. That's kind of where we're at right now. So just so you know. I hope it doesn't take away too much from the immersion. Let's go see if we should be able to make some trades. We also have the draft class implemented, the 2008 draft class with like Matt Ryan and all that crap. So we have our board figured out already. Are we going to need to draft a quarterback? I guess we'll find out where we pick, if we're going to need a quarterback or not. Chris Johnson, Ray Rice. We're not going to really need a running back, but I mean, this wide receiver room is not amazing. As you can see, these are the only 3 wide receivers that I put on the board in the first place, so it's not a great class for wide receivers. Offensive line is pretty good. There's some pretty good names in offensive line. Defensive line, there's a few. Corner, there's a lot, so that's good, because we're going to need corner for sure. So there's some things that we could take in this draft, but also there's some things that we're going to have to wait a couple more years for. Is there any trades that I want to make? Obviously, we need a quarterback, but I might just wait on that. So we have all of our picks except for, oh, we don't have a 3 and a 4. That's not good. Okay, remember this is the modern day drafting or draft picks. So whatever the Saints traded away or traded their 3rd and 4th away for, we don't have. So we're gonna have no 3rd and 4th round picks. That's gonna hinder our development a little bit unless we can trade somebody for a 3rd and 4th round pick. I have this guy, Mark Colombo, who looks like Trey Sermon. I wonder if I can get a 3rd and 4th round pick for him. Not on that screen. That screen just gives me 7th round picks. What about a 3rd round pick? Okay, maybe I can get a lower end 4th round pick. I don't really care what round or what pick it is actually, like where in the 4th round it's getting picked. I just really want a pick in the first place. But it doesn't look like I'm gonna have that opportunity because 125 we weren't able to get, and we can't even get a 128. Why were we able to get the Bears? Hold on, why was the Bears 4th round pick so much easier to trade for? Because they have 2 of them, is that why? Like, look at that, that's all the way up into the orange, almost in the yellow. I don't know why that's different, but that's probably the only guy that I would be willing to trade, and we don't have a lot of depth. All we have is the 53 guys on our roster. Like, we don't have a lot of depth, and the guys that we have on the roster aren't very good in the first place. I could trade my 2010 first round, or not first round pick. These 2026 ones are 2010. So I could trade like a 5th round pick in 2010. Okay, there we go. So a 5th round pick in 2010 plus Colombo gets us a 4th rounder this year. So that's at least nice. I mean, now we have a 4th rounder. We don't have a 3rd round pick, but at least we have a 4th round pick now. Is there a player that I want? I don't really even think we're going to have the assets to be able to trade for anybody. That's the problem. Is there a quarterback? Jamarcus Russell. He's getting $20 million as a cap hit. That's kind of crazy. Is there a quarterback that I want that I don't want to like have to trade for? There's Rodgers. He's making $20 million as well. That's insane. I don't know why he's making that much. That's probably his... Oh, it's because they give the base, like, generic contracts when you do a fantasy draft. That's why. Vince Young's making $20 million with a 5-year deal. I mean, Vince Young would be fun to have as our quarterback. I don't think that's going to be possible to trade for. What about if I just throw him in the trade finder? Okay, there's no offers for Vince Young. I really kind of want Vince Young now that I think about it. He could be pretty fun to have. So we give him Sexy Rexy. Okay, that's not... Okay, Vince Young's going to be impossible because I don't really have anything that I'd be willing to give back, which is kind of a problem when you're trying to trade. Drew Bledsoe's old at 35. David Carr's 28. Yeah, I think we might just have to... Michael Vick's only 27. I think we might just have to wait it out and see what happens because there's nobody here... Nobody that I want to give up because we just don't have a lot of depth, really. So I don't think we're going to be making any big-time trades. All right, did that right tackle, Colombo, was he starting for me? I don't even remember. No, okay, we have Gandy and Wiener. That's right. Okay, perfect. I wasn't sure if he was starting for me or not. All right, so we're going to simulate a few games, and we're going to see, well, we're going to jump in and play the Titans the first game of the season, but then we're going to simulate a few games and see how the team simulates, but... Let's jump in here, game number 1, see how the team does. I don't have a good feeling about this, but we're going to find out. All right, here we are jumping in on 3rd down and 5 on defense. Titans not wearing their 2007 uniforms. I forgot to change that. That's my bad. But it's okay because we're going to try to sack him. Okay, we're not going to sack him, but Brandon Browner will knock him down. I'll take that, I guess. They do get the first down, and we move forward. Can the defense shut him down? No, they cannot. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be how it's going to go for most of Season 1. We're not going to be able to do much on defense, and we're most likely not going to be able to do much on offense either. We got Reggie Bush out there. Let's get Reggie Bush going, and he's not going to go anywhere. 4th and 7, not a smart idea. We have to punt the football back. Not a smart idea. I guess I should have paid more attention. 49 seconds from our own 3. Does Sexy Rexy have it in him to take us down to the field goal range? I doubt it because he can't even hit Delaney Walker. Oh, Rex. Oh, Rexy. You can't even hit my boy Delaney, can you? Oh, God, I'm not going to do that. That's not going to work out. We might as well just run this ball with Adrian Peterson and hope for a breakaway touchdown or something. Adrian Peterson, I mean, to be fair, he was almost free. He was almost free. 3rd and 6. Hand the ball off to AP. He fights for the first down. I'm going to call a timeout, actually. Now, there's a little bit of breathing room here. There is a little bit of breathing room. If I can get open and have an accurate ball with Rex Grossman, then we could have ourselves field goal range. That's going to be Brandon Lloyd. That's a big-time play. Another timeout called 20 seconds. You see what I mean? You see what I'm freaking meaning. 20 seconds, one timeout. Delaney Walker or Reggie Bush is probably the option here. And I just realized that Santonio Holmes is a white guy in the player model. That's kind of hilarious. I don't want to change his model because that'll take away his portrait. And he actually has an accurate portrait, so I don't want to take it away. So Santonio, you can see him in the slot right there. Santonio Holmes is a white guy in the model, which is kind of hilarious. Let's go down low. That's going to be Brandon Lloyd diving, and that's going to get us close enough. That's field goal range right there. Brandon Lloyd makes both the big catches, and we will call our final timeout to take the field goal. I'm not going to kick it, though. It's a 60-yarder with Seabass. Oh, God. You know what? I might kick it. We're going to kick the 60-yarder with Seabass. Can he do it? Sebastian Janikowski, 60. Oh, why does that always happen? I think it happened last time. Oh, God, what happened again? Oh, no, are we good? We all good? Oh, no, the thing is not working again. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes my screen just, like, goes black for some reason. I have no idea what that is. Okay, so we're going to have to come back. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. And hopefully that doesn't happen again. I don't really know why it does that. It doesn't, like, turn off my recording or anything. It just kind of, like blanks the game for... I don't know. It's weird. It's weird. I think it only happens when my controller unplugs. I'm not really sure what happens. It's kind of weird. But we move, and we see the dramatic finish to the Seabass kick. It was short. It was a short kick. To be fair, I didn't put enough power on it in the first place. I don't even know if I would have had enough power, it would have went through. That's a 60-yard field goal. I don't think even Seabass could have hit that. 14-0. We're down. 21-0. We're down. Yeah, we're going to get blown out in this season, aren't we? This entire season we're going to get blown out. That's just what happens when we didn't draft an amazing quarterback. Rex Grossman to Santonio Holmes. He's got space. The white Santonio Holmes is going to score a touchdown, so we're not going to get shut out at least. I'll take that. Look at Santonio. That right there, that's not Santonio Holmes. That's San Antonio Holmes. That's San Antonio Holmes right there. 21-7. I'm not going to jump on defense. We're just going to get scored on anyway, so it doesn't matter. 7 seconds. We don't have any timeouts. I was hoping the accelerated clock wouldn't get us. But that's going to be it for the game. We get blown out by Tennessee, which is not surprising in the least. It just kind of sucks. It just kind of sucks. But that's probably how it's going to go the whole season. We're probably going to lose a bunch of games, and we're going to have to be okay with that, because that means we're going to get a high draft pick and possibly take Matt Ryan. Camp standout, did we get whatever we needed to get? I really felt like I was poised. Oh, that's right, it was Mario Williams, but he needed to go from star to superstar, which was never going to happen regardless of what we would have done. So, we're going to simulate a few more games into the season and maybe jump in another away game or something. Robert Gathers. Ooh, I think he's only normal development. He is. So he's got a chance to go from normal to star. Now this is much more likely, much more possible that we could get this and he could go up to star. It's a lot easier to go from star to normal, from normal to star than it is from star to superstar. You get it. I've said it a bunch of times. We do lose by 1 point, but did Robert Gathers get it? Oh, that was humbling experience. Come on, Robert. How sucky do you have to be to not be able to get that? All right, whatever. We go to week 3 against Green Bay. Are we going to be 0-3 on the season? No, we beat Green Bay 32-27, so we have a victory. We get some good upgrade points, especially for Patrick Willis. That's going to be crucial. And now we will play Tampa Bay. Who are some of our negotiations? We have $117 million. We need Patrick Willis, Jari Evans, Nick Mangold. Okay, so there are some big names in here that we need to bring back, but it looks like just 3 of them. Just 3 big names we need to bring back. I'm going to start with Patrick Willis because he's the main one, obviously. So we're going to give him a 6-year deal. We're going to pay him a ton of money. He wants to be close to home, which is in California, but we're in New Orleans. Why don't you get a little bit of gumbo and just be happy, okay? When in New Orleans, let it live. He'd sign today. I get it. You would sign today, but you're not going to sign today. I don't know why you're not going to. So now we have to get Jari Evans back. I don't know how much we're going to have to pay him. We're probably going to have to overpay him because he doesn't want to be here as well. We don't have a franchise QB. But he's going to come back. So Jari Evans is back. We also got to get Nick Mangold. Luckily for us, Nick Mangold wants to be here. So we don't have to pay him as much. I'll give him a cool $1 million on a bonus. He's coming back. I think I got him, what, 6 years or something? And we'll have to wait till another time to get Patrick Willis. We shouldn't have to add that much more money onto it. Luckily, we have a lot in the first place, so we shouldn't have to worry. We'll simulate this game against Tampa Bay. We going to get our second win of the season. Second win of the season, 28-27 victory over Tampa Bay. They were undefeated. Well, it was early in the season. They were 3-0. But still, we beat them. They were on a hot streak, and we beat them. I'll take that. I'll take that as a big double U. Now we have to play the New England Patriots, who are not having the greatest of seasons, but knowing us, this is a get-right game for every team that goes against us. They're going to play the best game of their season and beat us. But we're going to jump in. Foxborough, Gillette Stadium. No Tom Brady. Let's go see if we can get it done. All right, we jump on here. First drive of the game on offense. It's a rainy, sloppy day in Foxborough, Massachusetts, as the Saints come to town to try to beat the Patriots. Adrian Peterson's got space, and he's got himself a big first down, 10 yards on 1 carry. That's why you draft a guy like Adrian Peterson, because he's a studly. And that's going to be not intercepted. I had my man Delaney Walker wide open. Rex Grossman didn't deliver. It doesn't matter because it's a holding call anyway on Wayne Gandy, the veteran left tackle. But you know how open Delaney Walker was? He was so much open. Reggie Bush in the game now. I like that they rotate the running backs a little bit. Oh, Reggie getting stuck in the backfield. He was able to get it for no gain, which is very impressive because he could have lost 2 or 3 on that one. But I like that the playbooks rotated in out the running backs because I like both of these guys, so I like that they rotate them in and out. Adrian Peterson, if you would hold your block a little bit longer there, Marshall Yanda, I could have broken through and had myself a pretty nice gain, but that's not going to be the case. We get that out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson. I think I threw it too early. Think I might have threw that a little bit too early, and we're going to have to go punt the football back to New England. Red zone alert. I'll let the CPU handle it for a little bit. We don't even kick a field goal. We must have went for it and not got it, or I guess we could have missed the field goal. I don't know. I don't even know who the Patriots quarterback is in this alternate universe here. There we go. We finally make a field goal. 7-3 into the 4th quarter. Can we actually do something here? 3rd down alert. We'll take a stab out of here. Still sloppy. Still rainy. 3rd and 10. It's got to be Delaney Walker. It's not going to matter because it is a sack. 4th and 19. Stroud gets to the backfield and sacks me. Not ideal. To be fair, the Delaney Walker option was not open. That was just the only guy that I had seen. This New England crowd is rocking the stadium. And a sack again. This time it's Richard Seymour. They actually have Richard Seymour. Okay. Richard Seymour makes the sack. It's 2nd and 16. This offensive line is not holding me or giving me any time whatsoever. My guys try to get open. I can't have time to throw it to him. Santonio Holmes should be open enough, and he is. Turn the corner. Oh, that wasn't Santonio Holmes. That was that's Reggie Bush, the running back out of the backfield, going and getting that one. Okay. No wonder it was a little bit more difficult for him to turn up the field. I feel like Santonio Holmes could have done that, or Josh Cribbs, or anybody. 1st and 10. Can we actually score a touchdown here? I'm looking Delaney Walker on the clear out. We'll see what happens. He gets bumped off the line. I'm going to have to go underneath, and it's going to be incomplete because I got hit on the throw. Rex Grossman, incomplete pass. No surprise there. Offensive line getting beat. It's not even that good of a defensive line. They have Richard Seymour. That's about it. And at this point, Seymour's old. 3rd and 10. Peanut Tillman's out there. Okay. I wish Peanut Tillman would have been a Patriot in real life. That would have been fun. I love Peanut Tillman. 3rd and 10. No time in the pocket for Rex Grossman. Another holding call, and I couldn't even get the ball away. Couldn't even get the ball away. It's another hold. It's 3rd and 20 now, probably. Unless they give us 4th and 10. Okay, they give us 4th and 10, but little do they know that I'm going to go for it on 4th and 10. Because I'm a psycho who has nothing to lose right now. If I could just have a little bit of time to find a throw. Delaney Walker, incomplete. Turnover on downs. Saints are going to lose this football game. And we will score a touchdown to end the game, but we do lose it regardless. That touchdown did not change anything, and we lose to a one-win football team. We should be the one-win football team. I don't know how we've won any games. We're not that good. We have a few decent players, but nothing to scream at, nothing to be happy with, really, except for Adrian Peterson and Patrick Willis, I would say, are the only two bright spots of this organization here in year number 1. The captain of the offense, the captain of the defense. We beat the Texans. I don't know how. We take on the Jacksonville Jaguars, and we will, as mock draft number 2 is loading in, we will lose to them by 3. We're a very wishy-washy, inconsistent organization, aren't we? We can't get W's to save our lives. It is just not something that we can do. We don't know how to win football games. Although we beat the Colts there. We're 4-4. I'd prefer at this point just to lose games. Because we're entering that dreaded territory of being in no man's land where you're not good enough to make the playoffs, but you're not bad enough to be a top pick in the draft. And I don't want to be in that. Nobody wants to be in that. We re-signed Patrick Willis. We just had to give him a bunch of bonus money. Okay, so we got everybody back that I absolutely had to get back. That's the big goal. That's what I wanted to do. If we're going to start winning games, I mean, look at that. We lost to a 2-win Bears team. Can we please not win games and just keep losing? Have a good draft path? Like we beat the Vikings. Now, we're such an inconsistent team. Please pick a path. If you're going to win games, win them and make the playoffs. But if not, lose them and get a high draft pick. That's what I would prefer. Just pick a direction. Don't be in and out. Don't be wishy-washy. Pick a direction and go with it. We lose to Atlanta, a 3-win Detroit team. I bet we beat them because that's just how it goes. No, okay, good. We lose. 5-7. This is perfect. Keep losing. Keep on losing. Keep on keeping on. We're taking on the Panthers now, and the Carolina Panthers will beat us 35-21. Exactly what we needed to do. Now the Giants, who have Brett Favre, and they beat us. Yes, they listened to me. We finally have picked a direction. We have finally picked a direction. We're going to jump in and play this Rams team, who is 9-5, but at least we have picked a direction. It looks like we're going to continue to lose football games, which is good for year number 1. We sit at pick number 11 right now in the first round. I'd like that to be a little bit worse, or a little bit better, I guess you could say. But we're going to have to lose to the Rams. I'm not going to like actively go in there and try to lose, but we're going to play our best, and it might not even be good enough still. So let's go see with what we can do with the Rams. I have no idea. We're jumping in here 3rd and 3 to take on the LA Rams. I guess at this point they're the St. Louis Rams. Can we get the job done? 3rd and 3. Fire it in. He's wide open. Reggie Bush. Oh, my God. It's a touchdown, but Grossman got hit on the throw, and it's incomplete. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. It's a field goal, and we move tied at 3. It's just back and forth. This is bad football. I apologize to anybody that's had to watch this game either live or on replay or what the heck just happened there on Red Zone. Rex Grossman just completely threw behind Adrian Peterson there. God, Rex Grossman's not the guy. I don't know how this man led to a team to the Super Bowl, but he did. That Bears defense was god tier. Oh, that's a Delaney Walker catch. That was the craziest throw of all time. The anticipation was legendary from Sexy Rexy. I'm sorry that I ever doubted you. We're going Santonio Holmes all the way here. Fire it in. Catch. Touchdown. San Antonio Holmes. Get it? Because he's a white guy instead of the regular Santonio. You get it. 10-3. Into the second half now. We get a safety. Okay. 12-3. 15-3. I like where this is going. Man, this Rams team is a 9-win team and they're sucking. What is happening here? Who's their quarterback? Is that Matt Hasselbeck is their quarterback? Oh my God, no wonder they're sucking against us. 4th and 1, Mario Williams making impact. Mario can't get there. Matt Hasselbeck just got a rushing touchdown on me. I cannot believe we live in a universe where Matt Hasselbeck just scored a rushing touchdown on me. I feel dirty now. I feel like I have to take a shower. That's disgusting. It happened, though. It happened. I can't move past it. It happened. Mario Williams, get to the quarterback, Mario. It's me, Mario. Okay, so Hasselbeck does a good job and throws that away. I'm not going to be in here the whole time. Not going to be in here the whole time. The Rams are trying to... This would be an epic collapse from us if we were able to lose this game. We hold on 22-17. Thank the Lord we were able to hold on to this game. The Rams were making an epic comeback, but we were able to survive. Good job from Da Boys. Rex Grossman does enough in this one. I don't know how much he actually did himself, but he does enough. Palomalu did enough. Reggie Bush did enough. Brandon Browner. I'll take it. It's a W regardless. That's probably going to be the last game that we jump into. Unless there's like an away game, the final game of the season. Maybe we'll jump into that. Ooh, Lawrence Timmons. That's somebody that needs to get some upgrade points, that's for sure. We play Atlanta, the final game of the season. We probably shouldn't have won that game now that I think about it. We go to Tampa to play the Bucks. And we will lose to them. So we are 6-10. Final game of the regular season. And we have lost it. So we sit at 6-11 on the year. I don't know what that is good enough for draft capital. How are the rest of the teams in the league? The Cardinals went 17-0. All right, good for you, Cardinals. Who's on? We gotta check out that Cardinals team. So we finished at 26th in the NFL. Bengals were worse than us. So were the Seahawks, Colts, Broncos, Jets, and the Niners were the worst of the worst. So a lot of teams that were not as good, which is saying something. But I need to quickly take a look at that Cardinals team. They went 17-0. Who's on that team? Arizona. They've got Brady, Walter Jones, Sean Alexander, Nick Hardwick, Adam Vinatieri, Osayi Umenyiora, Andre Johnson. How did this team go 17-0? Is it just because Brady's a god? It's got to be. Because he's got a good enough running back. He's got 2 decent receivers, I guess. He's got... I mean, Andre Johnson's fine, but he's only 84. He doesn't have a tight end that's that great. His offensive line is okay at best. His defensive line is decent, except for the tackle. His linebackers are garbage. His corners aren't that good. His safeties are not that good. He's got a legendary kicker. How did this team go 17-0? I guess Brady's just that good. I mean, it's just that's the only explanation I can think of. How else would that team go 17-0? That team was not 17-0 material, but they did it. Brady's just a god. It's as simple as that. It is as simple as that. Brady is legendary. It's the Cardinals in the chart. Tom Brady is right now unbelievably legendary. He has taken that Cardinals team to an undefeated regular season. Now he's 19-0, trying to go for win number 20. I can't believe he didn't even lead the league in passing yards. This guy, Tom Brady, is a god. He is goated. Rex Grossman, 3,200 yards, 21 touchdowns, 10 interceptions. That's absolute garbage. But what can you expect from Rex Grossman? Adrian Peterson had a good year, though. 1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Santonio Holmes, 696 and 6. Yeah, we didn't have a quarterback to get the ball consistently to any of these guys, so none of their stats are going to look that good. Defensively, 128 tackles from Patrick Willis. Unfortunately, he's probably not going to win Defensive Rookie of the Year because he didn't have a lot of sacks or picks, just because he had a lot of tackles. Doesn't mean much in Madden. Teddy Bruschi had 89 tackles, 88 for Finnegan. Ty Law had 83. Tackle for loss leader was Robert Gathers. Remember, he went up, or he didn't go up. He still stayed at normal, but maybe he's gone up just natural progression. That's a possibility. With 21 tackles for loss, 18 for Mario Williams, 15 for Pollock, 10 for Hoke. Sack leader was Mario with 7, 3.5 for Scott, 2.5 for Gathers. Pick leader was Willis and Ty Law, both with 2, and then 1 for a couple other guys. So those are your stats. Those are your stats. We will see if Tom Brady can do the unthinkable and take that Cardinals team to a 20-0 perfect season. And he did it. Tom Brady is the god. Tom Brady is football. I mean, are you kidding me? He took that Cardinals team to an undefeated regular and postseason. He gets MVP of the league and MVP of the Super Bowl. No surprise there. Tony Romo gets Offensive Player of the Year for the Raiders. Lance Briggs gets Defensive Player of the Year for the Jags. We get Offensive Rookie of the Year with Adrian Peterson. And then John Beeson for the Texans gets Defensive Rookie of the Year. But Tom Brady, man, oh my God. That Cardinals team was not good enough to get himself an undefeated season, let alone a Super Bowl. We get Adrian Peterson finding out that he has X Factor. That's awesome. No development upgrades on the offensive line. On defense, Robert Gathers does naturally go up to superstar, which is to star. But no other changes except for we find out that Timmons has star. We find out that Patrick Willis has X Factor. But no other development. So Robert Gathers had a good enough season to get up naturally to star, which is awesome. That's good to see. I like that. Other than that, that's not really anything that amazing. So next season or next episode will be the off season plus the entirety of the regular season for year number 2, the 2008-2009 season. So I hope you guys are excited for it. If you are, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, join the Juice Club. We got a lot of work to do. This team is not that good, so make sure you stick around. Keep that notification turned on so you don't miss out on an episode. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching. I truly appreciate it, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.